Totem Pole Nation, Tuesday, July the 11th. We are live here in studio. I got Coach OG, Coach Troy Taylor in the house. What is good, fellas? How are we doing today?
Everything is everything.
We're just sitting here talking.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Take over.
Albert, we love you, man.
What is good, fellas? What's going on? Happy Tuesday.
Hell, man. Yeah, we ain't rocking with no racist stuff. So, and this is Totem Pole Nation, and we're sitting here, and I'm brought up to Coach Bald. Man, when I went to his house, it just brought me to tears. And I said, dude, if I hadn't came to your house, we wouldn't be here today doing this show. And he goes, what? We were already doing this show. And I was like, nah. Last year, me and my girlfriend went down there to St. Petersburg and went to Coach Bald's backyard. And then January, he came on Totem Pole Nation. And then how many months have you been the president? 2 or 3 months? 2 months?
Yeah, about 2 months, yeah.
And we have my great friend, Coach Moji, the OG, is back. What life lesson do you have today? What's the name of this show? What did you title this, Coach Bald?
This life lesson is brother, a person who is there when you need them, someone who picks you up when you fall, a person who sticks up for you when no one else will is a brother, and a brother is always a friend.
Coach Moji, the OG, what do you have? Life lessons today. What's on your heart?
Hey, keep the good people in position, and they'll keep you in position. We go through life ups and downs. Sometimes it's not your blood family; it's the family that you meet. Could be somebody like people I met while I was in the service. They're still my brothers. Like the movie, A Band of Brothers. And so I think it's just important to keep those that are close, man. Because there's some people out here they are in your face like they're your friend, but behind your back they talk about you. They don't really give a darn. So just know who you're hanging around with. Don't just be part of the crowd. Be part of a crowd that's positive.
Coach Bald, what you thinking, man?
Oh man, amen to that. It's about, forming that brotherhood and everything. And, if we all looked the same and we all talked the same and we all thought the same, life would be pretty boring. So it's great to go and have different cultures, different friends, and just learn. That's how you learn stuff from people. And yeah, the football family, that football bond is probably the only thing that might be just a shade under, the military family and the bond that you have. And to be able to share that with all of you guys is it's a phenomenal thing. And that's all Coach Taylor has to say. All he has to say is he has to vouch for you, and that's just enough said. That in my book, that means everything. That to me means everything. And that's kind of what we're doing here with Totem Pole Nation. We're bringing in people like that. We've got the SCM, the Squared Circle Maniacs. That's who does our wrestling podcast. And all these guys are just amazing individuals that bring different unique skill set to the table. And it's just an amazing thing we're doing. It's just a bond that we're doing, and we're having so much fun with it. And we're helping each other out through laughter, and through knowledge that we're sharing. And that's what this thing is about. Coach OG, I'm so proud to have you on board with us and what we're doing here today. And, you showing up today, man, that means everything. And I look forward to the future because, it is very bright. I'm not just wearing the shades because of how bright it is out here, but because of how our future is here at Totem Pole Nation. That's for sure. How about you, Coach Taylor? What do you think about that?
Vacation Friends. Coach Bald has been trying to get me to watch this movie for about 3 months. And I actually had to go on vacation until I watched Vacation Friends. But what a great movie. Written by two brothers. I can't remember their last name, but John Cena is, there's two couples, a white couple and a black couple. And John Cena and this other woman, they're like the crazy couple. And then there's this black couple, and they're like the more conservative and, don't look like they have as much fun, but opposites attract. And they become family in this movie, don't they, Coach Ball? You're an expert on Vacation Friends. Talk about Vacation Friends and what it's like to go on vacation. This guy leads the whole entire world in numbers of vacation.
Yeah, I have definitely chalked up some vacation numbers, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't gonna matter how much money you have. It's gonna be about the memories that you make and the impacts that you make and the people that you meet. And yeah, that's what we do, man. When we go on vacation, we want to find the locals. We want to hang out with them. We want to go to their favorite places, and because that's what it's all about. The next thing you know, man, you have family, extended family in other areas. And that's what's important. And some of my best friends have been people that I've met on the beach, the Tomlinsons, Kenny Tomlinson and his whole family. Big shout out to Connor. Today is his birthday. And hey, my guy, Matty Ice from Michigan. We would have never met him if we just didn't sit there and start talking on the beach. And that's
So
the
you actually live the Vacation Friends movie. You live it.
not to that extent, but hey, man, there's probably some stories out there. We do go to a place where they do live band karaoke here on Wednesday evenings, and it gets pretty rowdy there. There's nothing better than doing karaoke unless you have a live band doing karaoke with you. Now, that is definitely that right there is that is cranking it up right there. And yeah, man, we have a good time with it. We take a lot of pictures and everything, but at the end of the week, I mean, you are hurting. You have been ran through the ringer and everything, but the memories that you have from it in the pictures are everything, man. It's so much fun. And we have two staycations a year. We have the next one coming up in September, where we got a condo right there in Treasure Island, about the third week of September. And we usually get, 10 to 15 hotel rooms all at the same place, a place called the Penthouse Beach Club. Give
The
those guys a
Penthouse.
shout out. Penthouse Beach Club. And yeah, it's a great place located. And what we do is we walk to our destinations, or we call a amazing company. I'll plug them, called Free Beach Ride. You call them, they'll tell you when they're going to pick you up, and you just tip the driver. That's how it works. It's not like Uber where you automatically have a fee. You just tip them. And, based on how cool they are, I mean, there's no thing for us to all pile in and him to get hit with three or four 20s. You know what I mean? If they're
Nice.
cool and we're having a good time. And, dude, they have this huge van that has like it has a roof on it, but it's up in the air. So it's not really extended. It's not like you're closed in, you're open. It's almost like one of those big bus tours where you see the people riding up
Yeah.
top. It's that type of deal, and they will jam the music too. And we'll just go from destination to destination. And the cool thing is, once you find somebody cool like that, OG, you just get their cell phone number, and then you just call them direct. And it's like, man, I got the hookup over here, right
Talk
on the
about
beach. And
some of your vacations that you've taken this year, Coach Mosey, the OG.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I just came back from 7-day cruise
ooh,
on oh man, what's the name of the daggone? Which I think they're the best cruise line.
Carnival, Norwegian.
No, oh my God. It begins with an E.
I've never been on a cruise.
Anyway, it's the best to me. And right now they've got, I think, the second biggest ship, celebrity cruise.
Okay.
Oh, it was wonderful, and just happened one day as we talk about couples and meeting people when you're on vacation. Um, my wife and I had just came out of, I think we just watched a show, and my wife went to the ladies' room. And this other guy, his wife went in the ladies' room, and I saw him standing on the wall looking at his phone, but he had an army lanyard around his neck.
Vacation friends.
So I was like, let me holler at this dude. So hollered at him, and we all became friends as a couple. I mean, they even, when we got back to port, because they live in Fort Lauderdale area.
Nice.
They actually from the port. From the airport, because that's where we had to go first. They took me and my wife back to their home with our baggage, then took us to Cheesecake Factory.
Wow.
Paid for everything.
Wow. What?
Yes, paid for
wow.
it. And I ate. And we're friends. I mean, we're friends for life now.
We have known each other for over 20 years. Talk about that, Coach.
Wow.
Actually, it's 19 right now. I first met Troy, well, it could have been, what year did we say? 04. So it's been since 2004. Because I was coaching youth football, and and I coached the senior level team, which the next step for the kids is high school.
Falling Creek Panthers.
Falling Creek Panthers, yes. And we used to practice on half of Meadowbrook's field. You know, once they were about to be done, you know, our practice didn't start till like 6 o'clock. So they were usually finishing up, and then I could have the field after that.
I was 25, 26. Now I'm 44.
And we just had that bond. And him and his brother Tony, they used to come to our games just to kind of scout to see what kind of kids we had. And they would sometimes sit there and watch the practices. And we just became, we just linked up from there, man. And it's been like that ever since.
Amen. They are football nerds. Football nuts. I love it.
It's like Coach Rogers. I actually knew Rogers before I met Troy, because when I was coaching I used to coach at Bensley.
Oh, yeah. And you know all about Parkley. You probably picked up half your team from there.
Yeah. And 2001 is when I met Coach Rogers, and because he was over at Meadowbrook by that point. He had stopped coaching youth football, and me and him hit it off. Ranger Rogers.
Shout out to the GOAT. We always got one looking over our backs, don't we?
The Ranger in the sky. That's why you don't mess with us. We got the Ranger. I was upside down, man. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm the little man on the totem pole. All right. Ranger in the sky, baby.
And tell me about your first meeting when Coach Rogers and when you knew he was special.
Well, we were actually at practice, and he used to come by. He used to come by just to check, some of the kids that he coached before. He used to just come by to check them out. And it was just more of a hey, nice to meet you, coach, blah, 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 And then finally, I don't know how more of the connection came about, but once I started hanging around Meadowbrook, I would see him, and we kind of talked. But there's one time when he started really getting sick, I saw him in Walmart, and I asked him how he was doing. And he said, man, I don't know. And at the time, he hadn't really gave his life over to God. And I said, well, let me pray for you. And after that interaction that day in Walmart, next thing I know, he's at one of the larger churches in the Richmond area, and he was driving the bus, and he was doing maintenance, and he was doing everything. And I think just our interaction at that time in Walmart just kind of opened up his spirituality. And I think that was I think that's the I mean that's why when I kind of talk about it, I get a little bit emotional because I just know that he is starting to have these issues and just that time frame, and he sort of like he didn't seem as downtrodden or anything after that day. Everything, he was always upbeat. I mean, and he would even come down here with us. Started working here with Bird.
Yeah.
But it was all around great guy, man.
Definitely one of one. Jimmy Rogers could go from zero to death row in the snap of a finger, man. He was a phenomenal guy, and yeah, man, that's cool. Thank you for sharing that with us, Coach. That guy, he will live forever with us in Totem Pole Nation for sure. I'll never forget the videos of him just chewing through glass and stuff like that. The things that guy would do to get your attention. What a legend. I'm proud to call him a brother, and he is, man. He's a big part of what we're doing here, man. He's the type of guy that made us wanna be better at all times and always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself is what he is one of the lessons that he taught me for sure. Coach Taylor, what do you got going on are you guys practicing today? What's the schedule looking like? Do we got to cut this thing at a certain time? Let me know, brother.
Well, I mean, it's 7:46 now. We definitely got to be off by 8 o'clock. So we lift and we practice. And
good. Hey, lifting and then practice.
Lift and practice on a field turf field. What a blessing. Did you ever think Coach Bald, when Coach Paquette took Roundup and sprayed it throughout the entire field at LC Bird? He thought he was putting down fertilizer. He sprayed Roundup. They brought in people from Virginia Tech to look at Bird's field. They said, nothing will grow here for like the next 10 years. Yeah. They had to talk about that, Coach Bald. Was that your senior year?
He was not the sharpest shed in the tool, like you like to say. Yeah, I don't know what that was, what was going through his mind. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know if that was my senior year, but I do know the story. And yeah, amazing man, amazing coach, and it just shows you that everybody makes mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just everybody
we
makes
have a
mistakes.
field turf field. Can you
That
believe
is
that?
unbelievable. I cannot believe that. That to me is just it blows my mind. And then to see the picture of the Skyhawk in the middle of the stadium, I mean, that is just, if that don't get you fired up, I mean, I don't know what will. You know what I mean?
Some people have said they don't like that logo because it's actually the Eagles head flipped around and straight. But I mean, it's just a classic logo, man. It's just a classic logo, and the Michigan Wings. So, man, what a blessing. I mean, it's been a blessing. Coach has been here for how many years now? 5?
Yeah.
5 years. He's retired from the military. And, man, I'm telling you, he does so much for our program. I don't even know, what I would do without him. He was the head JV coach. Then I moved him up to be assistant head coach, my right-hand man. And this guy, logistics, he's on it. Everything is accounted for. That's how. Tell him the story about the knee pads we just got in.
Oh. We have to inventory the knee pads. The box says 100 pair. I counted 99.
Somebody owes us a pair of knee pads.
Amen.
Yeah. That's the type of guy that you want on your side.
Now position wise, where are you? Are you a position?
Receivers and assistant with the DB.
Okay, awesome, good. You
But
always
I'm
got
all around. I get down. Hey, if anybody needs something wherever, I'm there.
Yeah, he's Johnny on the spot, man. I mean, he's Mr. Dependable. I mean, he's here. Days we're not even in. He's here. Now, Coach Moji the OG. What are some of your hobbies? What are some things that you like to do in your leisure time when you're at home?
Twiddle my thumbs. No. Video games. What?
Sports.
You're
a sports buff. I mean, you love sports.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sort of on YouTube crack.
He has a favorite YouTuber.
Oh,
yeah, and we're not going to mention her name, but she may or may not be an expert in yoga. Yeah, maybe we can get her on the show, Coach Bald. We'll send you her name. We can't say it out loud, all right? But maybe she could be the next person at Totem Pole headquarters. Coach Bald, when's the next party? Coach Bald is frozen up.
Somebody know.
Coach Bald, are we the one frozen up? I think he's behind us. Are we the one that's frozen up, or are you, Coach Bald?
Oh, you got anxious.
Coach Bald. Hey, life lessons. Make sure you pay your internet bill. Cultivate wellness. You're the best. St. Pete Rejuvenate. You're the best. Thank you for all you do. And Totem Pole Nation, we're the low man on the totem pole. All right, homework. Homework for everybody. Go watch the movie Network from 1976. Network. Check it out. See what it's about. It's got some good actors. So that's your homework assignment. Check out the movie Network from 1976. Totem Pole Nation, we love you.